What up, Hope Biscuits? It's your girl, Skitten, back at it again. I don't know where to go from there. I don't know if y'all remember, but a few videos back, I was like, oh yeah, I need to be like more flirty in my videos, and that'll take my videos to the next level, which might not be wrong, but also like I'm not good at flirting with my own husband, much less a bunch of y'all on the internet. So maybe I should check out like Flirting for Dummies or something, or check out a few YouTube videos. I don't know. I'm bad at this, guys. I need help. Send help, please. Anyways, I hope you guys are staying safe and sanitized. Hope everyone is school started back, right? I'm pretty sure school started back. So I hope everyone is adjusting at least relatively decently to the online schooling. Our school district banned Zoom, so they have to use like Google Meet for our school system, and I think it's like causing some issues. So we'll find out from Rice Spice here in a week or so how that's going. I'll make sure to shoot some videos with her soon. Speaking of video, the video we are here to watch is slightly illegal / not safe for work life hacks from Reddit. So I'm always a fan of life hacks, so I definitely wanted to check this video out. So hopefully you find something in this video that can help you. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
What are your NSFW or slightly illegal life hacks? Serious. For the desperately broke homeless youth. I used to do this when I was a skate rat. All you needed was a hammer, a quarter, and an older vending machine. Hammer the quarter flatter and flatter till it's the size of a silver dollar, $1 coin, whatever. Old vending machines obviously don't have the greatest technology in them and can only read the now flatted coin size as a silver dollar. Then hit the coin return. Your quarter just became 4 quarters.
Nice.
Repeat as much as you like. I turned $0.25 into $30 at one point.
Jesus.
Now that I'm older and make good money, I wouldn't do this, but if anyone is ever desperately in need of money, homeless, it definitely helps.
I wonder if that's something that'll still work. I wonder.
Edit. Bolded. Edit. Yes, this is illegal. Edit. I do not encourage you to do this.
I do not encourage you to do
Obey
this.
the law. Source. Straight from the Anarchist Cookbook.
Dead.
In 8th grade I lived in an apartment and I used to stick a wad of tissue paper up the vending machine change return, and every evening I'd reach up there and pull my day's loot of change down. I'd pocket about $7 per day. People just assumed the machine ate their change.
Damn.
Does that girl seem out of your league? Picture her taking a it. It puts her right back on your level. When I was younger I started masturbating with my left hand. Now it's the only way I can do it. Browsing my phone for quality material with my right hand is truly amazing. Edit. What?
I'm fucking dead, bro. Let me make sure this mic is on. Yeah, okay. I turned it on a little late, but it's fine. But anyway, I'm funny. Life hack. Masturbate with your left hand instead of your right. It'll work wonders, y'all. I don't know why that tickled me so much, but that's fucking funny.
If you get a parking ticket, keep the envelope ticket. After you pay it, you can now park in that area for free. Just put the old ticket on your windshield for whenever you park.
No,
Got
don't.
about an entire year's worth at my university.
Don't do that.
I haven't done this, but a friend of mine did last year at Lollapalooza. He went around selling brownies to people for like $10 each. The trick is, they were actually just brownies.
I'm dead.
I have one that my dad did back in college. More of a one-time life hack than anything. His professor basically spent all his free time writing and trying to sell to Hollywood a script for a movie. He was barely there during office hours. He was super disorganized when it came to the students. Things like that. Come finals. And my dad slept through it. He slept through the final and was absolutely panicking. So he decided to play things a little underhanded. When grades were posted, and his was naturally not there, He went to the professor and said, "Sir, about my test score, I noticed that it wasn't posted." Technically true, although he didn't state the reason why the score wasn't there. The professor began looking through his notes and obviously didn't find the test.
Wow.
But the professor was so disorganized that he was convinced that he had lost the test. Oh,
wow.
Yeah. You got a B+, he said.
Wow.
Quickly jotting the grade down on the grade sheet. My dad got up, walked out, and never ducking looked back.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, boo-boo. Get out that class. That reminds me of when I was graduating from UNLV. I technically had to take one more fine arts credit, and my guidance counselor was like, hey, instead of wasting your time this summer taking this fine arts credit, or in the fall taking this fine arts credit, why don't you just submit an appeal? We'll say you don't need to take this class because it's not necessary for your degree, blah, 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 you know, whatever. He's like, we're really trying to get people graduated. We really want to get people graduated. And I was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm not trying to spend any more money on any more classes anyway, so I would love to do that. So a couple days passes. He sends me the paperwork. I completely forget about it. In my mind, I am done. I am graduated. I am already out of there. And like a couple weeks pass, and then I remember I was supposed to turn in that stuff. And I was like, I felt like it was too late. I don't know. I was just really stressed. So I emailed him and I was like, hey, I dropped off my paperwork just a couple weeks ago. I just want to see if the appeal went through and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yep, it sure did. You're graduated. And I was just like, okay, like, I'll take it. So I walked across that stage. Now, they have not sent me my diploma. So do I technically have a degree? Maybe not. But I didn't have to take that final fine arts class. So I don't recommend doing that. I'm just saying, I feel that life hack I relate to on a personal level.
If you tie a string around your finger, it'll turn purple. If your cable bill has gone up a lot, call the company and scream that you want to cancel and go to a competitor.
Don't do this.
You'll be transferred to their retention department and they'll try and save you as a customer,
like one
meaning
time.
adding promos. If you escalate it enough, you can get some nice deals.
This only
Source:
kind of works.
I used to work for Time Winner Cable. Edit: when I said scream, I meant it in the figurative sense. Please don't yell at phone reps, comma. When I was a teenager, I would go to Kmart, Walmart, etc. Put on a new pair of shoes and leave my old ones in the box and walk out. After a while I would go back with the crappy pair of shoes, find the same pair and swap out again. I skateboarded as a kid and my mom was poor, so I went through a pair of shoes every month.
Alright.
If you think you're close to jizzing but want to carry on, subtly bite your tongue and the feeling will go away. Easiest way to prolong orgasm.
Okay.
Always masturbate before any hard decision. For the ladies, use coconut oil, a small amount, when you shave your bits. It'll be super soft.
No.
Like can't keep my hand out.
No. No. Do not do this. Do not do this.
My pants soft, and it helps avoid any little cuts. Bonus, smells really good too. Always take a it before leg day at the gym. Not heavily illegal and I didn't think
That makes sense.
of this. But if you can speak 2 languages and need to write a quick paper, search up a paper covering that topic online in one language and then translate to your current language. Hard to be called out for plagiarism when the original paper is in a different language.
Don't do that. No, I do
when
not.
you're going
no.
down on a girl, try to keep as much of your tongue in your mouth as possible. You'll have more range of motion. Also, not every woman likes the same thing.
That is
Learn
true.
to read body language.
Do that.
One thing that helps is by putting your hands on her lower stomach and feeling for her muscles to contract. Last but certainly not least, ask her what she likes and doesn't like.
Talk
You don't
to
want to go
her.
straight to the clit if she
Talk
can't
to
handle
her.
direct stimulation. I have never bought any produce besides bananas. By that I mean when I go to Meijer I only ever key in 4011 for the produce code.
I'm dead.
2 words. Chipotle napkins.
Chipotle.
When smoking weed for the first time, make sure you have a trusted friend with you. Always befriend drug dealers.
Maybe
You'll
not.
thank me later when your hot friend is looking for some Molly. Once got a lot of hate for posting this to our life pro tips, but it's definitely worked for me. Hotel lobbies are a great place to kill time if you need to wait for someone or something in a city. I live in Mick, and occasionally I've had to wait on a relative taking a bus into town, or someone is late for something. And then I just find a relatively swank hotel with a nice waiting area and a couch and sit there. It'll usually be about 20 minutes before anyone says anything, and if you need more time, just say you're waiting for a friend who is staying at the hotel.
Why would you get hate for posting that into, like, that seems like a good idea to me. It's relatively secure. It's comfortable. Like, what is the problem here? What, like, hello?
GameStop has a 7-day full refund policy for used video games. Buy the game, play it, return it. Basically a free rental.
Okay.
My grandfather used to stand.
I wonder if that's still accurate.
In people's yards around state county fairs or the like with a sign that says parking $5, probably like 5 cents back then. And have people pay him to park into random people's yards.
That's illegal.
He'd make enough money to go into the fair and have a good day.
No, you cannot.
Learn how to masturbate with both hands. Trust me,
That's
it
the
will
same
help
thing
for
the
the
other
future.
dude said.
On my job applications, I change all the business numbers of my past employers to my friends' family. People I know who are willing to lie for me. That way when any potential employer calls, I get glowing references from everybody. This also works great if you have gaps in your work history. 6 months off, make up a job, put your friend's number down, have them pretend to be a business owner, saying you worked part-time driving a truck, whatever, never late, great employee, blah blah. It's landed me several jobs I would have never been able to get otherwise.
Okay, so I'm not a fan of lying on your resume. I understand why people have to do it. I'm not judging people who have to do it. I'm just not a fan. Maybe because I've never had to lie on a resume, because I mean, I always get glowing recommendations. So, but one thing I would say is make sure if you're going to do that, make sure it's with a family member that you know isn't going to be stupid. Because there's nothing worse than having people, like, you call somebody, having a potential employer call somebody who's supposed to lie for you, but that person either doesn't know that they're supposed to lie for you, or is a bad liar, or whatever. Like, just be smart about it. Make sure it's a close, trusted friend. It's not just like anybody, because that can go very wrong very quickly. And I don't know what it's like in other places, but in cities like Vegas, like, word travels so quickly. So once you burn a bridge, like in one place, you've burned a bridge in a dozen other places that you've never even heard of, that you've never even considered. So just, if you're going to lie on your resume, be smart about it. Be cautious about it. Like I said, I don't support it, but hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get the job that you need, to live the life that you need, you know? So, not judging, but just be smart.
Speeding. When you do the math on what my time is worth, and how much time I save, and the rate at which I get tickets, I'm literally saving thousands of dollars every year. Edit. Added a comment with, calculations here.
I'm dead.
Bulk bins at grocery store. Bag
Yes.
most expensive item. Write
Wait,
down
no.
code for least expensive
Wait.
item.
Wait, no.
Works best for nuts. Buy the shelled pistachios and write down the code for the in-shell pistachios. Use the self-checkout. Works 100% of the time, usually because the person working the checkout computer for all checkout lanes is just staring into space.
Not wrong.
If you have to bury a body, bury it, then fill in the hole. Dig halfway down in the same place. Put a dead dog, and fill the hole. When sniffer dogs find it, police will dig down and find the dog. Call it a false alarm and keep going. Edit. Damn. I should bury my inbox along with the dog and body. College food court. Salad was weighed to determine price. Steak under a pile of salad is an expensive salad but a cheap steak.
Okay.
Bring your own USB to USB-B cable to libraries. Plug in your laptop and just download the driver for the printer.
Oh,
Free
that's
printing.
smart.
Got some type of traffic moving violation coming up and no attorney? Get a nice haircut, dress sharp, smile, and show up at least a half hour early for your court appearance.
Okay.
Find out where the prosecutor's office is and go in and identify yourself and ask them what is the best they can offer in the form of a lesser charge.
Okay.
Be as sincere as you can be. Many times they will offer you some type of a lesser charge than the original violation. This requires confidence. So look in the mirror before you leave home and give yourself a pep talk.
I like that.
Good luck. This works a lot of the time because most court systems are swamped with cases, and if they can quickly resolve a case for a lesser charge, it keeps things moving.
I like
It's
that.
a win-win deal.
A lot of the times when you get like a moving violation too, sometimes you can literally just go in and like talk to the person like that you pay your ticket with or whatever, assuming you don't do it online like I always do, because I always wait till the last minute to pay my tickets. But you can go in and talk to them, and depending on, obviously it's depending on who you get, whatever, but like if you're just like nice, like they said, be sincere, polite, like sometimes they'll reduce it down. You know what I mean? There was one time where I went in and, you know, like I had been speeding, or no, sorry, I had been texting. The speeding one, that didn't go over well, but I had been texting, or I got written up or a ticket for being on my phone while I was in the car, which in Vegas, like, it don't matter what happened, like, you're getting a fucking ticket. And so I went in and I was like, hey, you know, I understand what the officer saw. He saw me on my phone, whatever. I just want to be clear. I wasn't on my phone. I had the phone in my lap and it was giving me directions, but I wasn't texting. I wasn't even looking at my phone. It was just on. And then I got a text message and the text app just automatically opened up, which was actually the truth. Like literally, I was just like driving, trying to get to a place. Somebody texted me. So instead of my GPS, there was this text message thing. And of course, I was right next to a cop and he just like looked over and pulled me over, and I was like, God damn it. So some of these life hacks are really good. It made me kind of sad that so many of the life hacks had to do with people getting food that they can't afford. It just made me sad. But I fully support, like I said, I fully support people doing what they gotta do. You know, obviously, like if you don't need to steal, don't steal. But like, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and I'm not here to judge nobody. Not here to advocate for theft, right? Like I don't advocate for theft. Just saying. Y'all know. Auntie Who's In, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something useful, not about stealing. And don't forget to leave your reaction requests and recommendations down in the comments below. And other than that, peace out, Ho Biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.